Patrick Tomlinson's chairs. Let's talk about them. Patrick alleged that a stalker, gangster, thug, child had put his chairs up as free to anyone who would take a truck and come pick them out of his yard. And indeed, someone did do that. However, now he alleges that the stalker children have gotten the best of him yet again, because Habitat for Humanity came by and the furniture haulers just took his chairs a second time, stolen from him, and he of course went on Twitter and complained very loudly about how effectively people were trolling him to bolster his street cred. I guess that he is the most easily trolled man on the planet. And that, yes, if you do fuck with him, he will give you a reaction. He just wants to make sure everyone knows that as much as possible. Of course, Habitat for Humanity just sent him back his chairs. Actually, well, before I say that, spoiler alert, he decided to have a melty on Zitter about about how victimized he was. He goes, "Next, you'll demand to know what I was wearing, if I had anything to drink. If I clearly said no and all the other outs horrible people use to justify, excuse, or minimize crimes perpetuated against innocent victims, the fact that you're a woman makes it all the more abhorrent." Which is him comparing Habitat for Humanity taking his stupid-ass fucking pallet chairs with rape. Literally comparing directly, not as an exaggeration of the truth, directly comparing Habitat for Humanity taking his Adirondack chairs out of his yard with a woman being sexually abused. Is this the full context or a different change? "I don't use creativity when describing the facts surrounding your criminal friend's campaign of terrorism, Leslie. I simply directly explain what is happening because I don't need to create anything. No, fighting back against criminal stalking is not encouraging or bait. Yes, Leslie, you are blaming victims for fighting back. You are telling them it's their fault, that they're not good enough victims, that they couldn't say certain things or act a certain way, or they will deserve whatever crimes they suffer, up to and including murder. You're mentally ill, Leslie. Seek help. This is why your life is already over, stalker. Enjoy prison." Very dramatic there, Pat. Luckily, Bitch Tits got his fucking chairs back. Look how fucking old he is, by the way. It's kind of hard to, like, when you read his tweets and you see the dumb shit he says and the profile picture he uses, you kind of think that he's like a young man, like in his 30s or something. I don't know how fucking old he is. But, why are his nipples hard, bro? Bro, you're like wearing that tight fitting shirt where you're just like looking at your nipples and shit. Like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see no Patrick nipples. Disgusting. Standing and sitting on his Adirondack chairs, taking pictures for Zitter. Nipples protruding. Disgusting. Poor showing. I don't know. He just looks old. He looks like he's like 50 fucking years old now. Look at that. Look at that. Like, his hair. Hold up. Hold up. Let me do a thing real quick. I have to be careful. Give me a second. Okay. So. Stalker child. So we're in paint now, right? So, like, you can see, like, this is like the outline of like his skull. Oh God, not going so good. Okay, here we go. Smooth hands, right? No, wait. I can kind of see there's like a bump there. And then it goes up this way. And there's another bump there. And I can see this layout of like his skull. Kind of weird. But then, like, what's weird is that you can see like this dark line, like that's like the middle of his skull, like parts through his head, and it kind of seems wrinkled. It's like his brain is like unprotected. You know what I mean? And you can see like the ridges, like the folds of his brain, like directly through his skull. Like he doesn't have a skull. Like his skin is just directly on like the blood brain barrier or something. He doesn't have a skull there. It's really weird. There's something trippy about his fucking head, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know if you can see it, but that's what it looks like to me. Just I didn't know how else to more clearly depict that, so I just had to scribble on it real quick.